Hey there, it's Leslie at Leslie's Cookies and Treats, and if you're joining me today, I'm just going to be painting some details on this Hitmonlee Pokemon cookie for my nephew's birthday. He's turning 5 tomorrow, and he wanted Hitmonlee cookies. So I'm going to mix up some colors here. I like to use food-grade glycerin to mix my edible paints because that allows me more workable time. I am by no means a painter, so I need all the time I can get. So I'm just going to put a couple drops of this in my palette here. And then I'm going to mix a little bit of black. I'm using the Amerimist food color Super Black by Americolor. And I like that because it really doesn't need to be thinned down, but I want to make a gray. So I'm just going to put a little bit there. And then I also want to make a really light tan. So I've got the gel color from the Cookie Countess in Totally Brown. I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm just mix it in to make a gray color. It looks way darker than it really will be on the cookie. I'm going to add a little bit of brown to that to take out some of the blue. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. You could also use alcohol or a clear extract, like a lemon extract, vodka, Everclear, to make your gel color paint. Or you could use the color solution from Sugar Art. That works really well. It dries really fast though, and again, I like to have workable time. So here's my cookie. This is my sample practice cookie, so it doesn't look quite as good as what the finished one will be, but let's just figure out what we're going to do here and get started. And then I actually have an image I printed out from the internet, so I'm going to kind of be looking at that and figuring out what I'm doing. And I don't use an airbrush. I could use an airbrush machine, but I prefer not to have the mess and not to even get that out. I'm just adding shadows based on what's on the picture that I printed from the internet. And then once I get done with that, I'll go back and outline everything in black. I could have piped it in black, the outline, with the royal icing and then flooded in the different sections, but these sections are so tiny. This is actually like a 2-inch cookie or 2-inch image on this cookie. And there's not a lot of room for these little tiny sections. And the other thing you can do when you add it with the food grade glycerin is you could build color as you need to. So you can keep laying color over the top until you have it as dark or as light as you want it to be. Ooh, that's way dark. Another thing about using the food grade glycerin is you can remove it if you make a mistake. And it also blends out, which is very nice. So what are you guys all doing today? If you can hear me, you can respond in the chat. Are you freezing where you're at? Is it warm? It's pretty mild here today. I'm in Northern California. Thank you so much. I just got a comment that says, wow, it's cute. You guys could probably see that, so I probably don't need to say that. But that means a lot. Thank you. I'm pretty new to this live stuff, so I apologize if it's kind of redundant. I'm making a Hitmonlee cookie for my nephew's birthday. His birthday's tomorrow, and his favorite Pokemon character is Hitmonlee. And so that's what I'm doing, and I'm just painting on the final shadows from an image I printed off the internet. I have a lot of cookie decorating tutorials on my channel. It's really not that hard, so if you wanted to learn how to do it, you could follow my channel. I have new tutorials almost every single day. And if you ever have something you want to see, I am happy to take suggestions and help you out and make whatever it is you're looking for and answer any questions. My name in my channel is Leslie's Cookies and Treats. And I also have some Christmas cookie decorating classes, so it's not too early to start thinking about what you're going to make for your Christmas cookies. So you can check those out if you're interested in making some unique Christmas cookies. They make great Santa cookies. They're also good for gifts for those people that have everything, and they're just a lot of fun. Thanks, Babs. I appreciate it. I'm trying to make my videos fun and also useful. But it's kind of hard to talk and decorate here. I start concentrating and then forget I should be talking to you guys. So I have some food grade glycerin that I thinned out, or I used to thin out my gel colors, and that way I can feather it out into the cookie, and it just makes it a lot lighter, and I could use it for shading. And I'm kind of following a printout from the internet for my shading and where it's all placed here. And this is my sample cookie, so this is not my best work. That was my practice cookie. I always make a practice cookie. All right, see you later, Babs. Thanks for watching. I'm just adding some shadows, and then I'll go back later and outline it all with black. I'm just kind of building up the color. If you weren't here when I started, this is a Hitmonlee sample cookie that I am making for my nephew's birthday tomorrow. He's going to be 5. Hitmonlee is his favorite character. I'm not a painter by any means, so this takes me quite a while to do, so I don't actually do it very often. And I like working with the food grade glycerin because it allows me to erase mistakes and to build color, whereas if I worked with an alcohol, it would just be done. Once you put it down, it would dry and it would be set, and you wouldn't be able to blend it or move it around. So now that I've gotten most of the shadows down, I'm just going to go back through and outline all of the different parts of this cookie. I could have done it with royal icing, but these are actually little tiny details, and to outline with royal icing, it just would have made it even smaller details. So I'm just going to outline it with my marker, or not my marker. You could use an edible marker, but again, these are tiny little areas, and the marker would probably go on places where you didn't want it to go. I absolutely love cooking decorating. It's really relaxing. It is a bit time consuming, but the finished product is usually so super neat and so original. Nobody else is going to make a cookie just like you do. It's a great gift, and it's just a super relaxing way to spend your time. It is kind of therapeutic, if you will. It's a big stress reliever, especially if you don't have a deadline. I really recommend it. I think you should give it a try if you haven't done it. Start with something a little more basic than a Hitmonlee. This is a more advanced cookie, and I will have a tutorial up on how I made the entire cookie in probably a few weeks. It probably won't get up until after Christmas, because I really need to get started on Christmas cookies and get those videos edited so that you guys have them. But I really recommend you give it a try. It's a lot of fun. Get together with some friends, your family, and make cookie decorating a tradition. They make great gifts. You can help out Santa by sticking one in a stocking. Do you guys still watch Pokemon? Does anybody still watch Pokemon besides 5-year-olds? My kids grew up with Pokemon. They actually learned to read because of Pokemon. They wanted to play their Game Boy, and they didn't want to wait for mom and dad to read all the words to them. So they learned how to read because of Pokemon. So I have to say I'm a huge Pokemon fan. It's kind of been fun to make Pokemon cookies. I'm just outlining my Hitmonlee cookie right now. I have black Ameramist, Americolor. It's made for airbrush machines. And I'm just outlining my Hitmonlee right now. This is my sample cookie. I'm practicing so that when I get to the real cookies, I have an idea what I want to do and what I'm doing. I always make a sample cookie, and my nephew usually gets all my sample cookies, so he's really happy about that. Well, I think we're just about done with the painting here. I don't know. What do you think about this Hitmonlee? I think I have a game plan now for what I'll do on the actual cookies. All right, well, thanks for watching. I'm going to tune out now and go finish the rest of my cookies. Hope that you have a fantastic Sunday, and if you are interested in cookie decorating, be sure to subscribe to the channel at Leslie's Cookies and Treats or at L__treats, and I'll see you next time. Talk to you later. Bye.